Alright, so I'm up at this window right now. As you guys can see, I've been scraping it to make sure it's all taken care of. It was really wobbly. I forgot to take that before picture. And also I've had to add in more nails, as you guys can see. Well, of course, because this was actually bouncing in and out both sides. Now I'm just going to do some caulking and we should be set. This little porch area or overhead on the doorway, whatever you call it, I scraped it the other day. I know I didn't show you guys, but it's actually beside the same window I was talking about here. I've just done a bit of caulking with silicone, but I'm going to do more of that. So I'm just going to paint it right now, and then we'll move from there. I'm down here. I've literally just taken this off. You see how this is, how rotten that is, scrambling. Some reason they put a wall here to divide this up. I guess was maybe another support. Here, as you guys can see, it's like falling apart like there's no tomorrow, literally. And for some weird reason, you see that? You guys can probably even see the outside. See that light? That's where the water has been coming through. So when we have to take out all these joints, take this out from there, replace new ones. Same thing with this and also that. I need to take this one out as well. As you can see, it's all eaten up. But I've just literally taken everything out here because that's how bad this whole thing is basically. So look at that. Just taking this one out here from where it sits. So I'm gonna put a brand new one there to go across all the way where it needs to be. This could fall at any point. We don't want to step that on that right now. Woo! Forgot my mask, but I'm using this one because it's pretty interesting down here, if you ask me. You got that one? Yeah. You guys can see we put those two right there, and then these are the beams. So that one there will across to where the one is. Those two also, as you guys can see, now they're flushed right there, which makes this literally supported. But you guys can definitely tell the difference, right, between this and the other, right? guys can see, I'm outside right now. There's those stairs up to that apartment. This I was standing. It's a bit stained, but you know what, I'm not gonna worry about some of this here. I'm gonna see what it turns out like. Hopefully something that we like, because kind of need to get going on this and I want to be done with it. And besides, timing is not on my side right now since the weather is changing like crazy. It's starting to get a bit cold right now. I guess the brush will do too as well. So most of them need some more areas and big areas. Alright, so I'm gonna let this dry out. It turned out pretty good actually. Even the areas where there's a white, you can hardly see that. Looks pretty good if you ask me. Hey guys, finally done. I mean, if I wasn't doing a few things here and there, probably would have done it one day, but I did it in, well, yeah, at the end of it, I'd say. Yeah, but it's all done, so I'm going to let it basically cure so that I can put in the grout. I'll show you guys the grouting when I do that as well. So in the meantime, I'm gonna move on to another project because the projects in this house don't seem to end, seem to keep going. Anyways, yep, let me keep going. Alright, it's all dry, and now I get to take out all these spaces. So the grout we bought, this one here, it says that you basically don't have to seal it after you put it on. It's more expensive because you have to build a seal as well if you want it. But this is all like in 2-in-1 essentially. But also that means this dries really fast. So if you use something like that, make sure that you wipe as you go, like fast. So I have my bucket of water ready. as I put it in, I'm gonna wipe fast enough. Alright, so this is where it got to. I did from this side, and it turns out those two grout cans were not enough for me, so yeah, but I've finished most of it. I just have to do basically this side and I should be done, and they're closed right now. I can't really go pick it up, so I guess I'll finish tomorrow. I was hoping to actually be done with it today, but I don't know what you guys think. It definitely looks pretty amazing. I gotta say, I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of myself for this moment right now. Good morning, guys. It's another day here in paradise, if you know what I mean, walking away. Yeah, those sort of things happening, but I just want to show you guys what I did. Actually, here's the bathroom. It's mostly done, as I said. As you guys can clearly see, I just have to literally do a big cleanup, and then I'll do the caulking. But also just want to show you that when you're doing at the top right here, so again, full disclaimer here, this is a DIY, do it yourself. I'm not professional in form. As I said, this was my first time literally tiling a washroom. I've done tiling before, floors and backsplashes, whatever. I've not done this before, but I want to show you the little tricks that I know I picked up along the way watching people do stuff like this, and that helped me out. Okay, so if, as you guys can see clearly right here at the top, this is slanted right here, so because you want to avoid the water digging inside, so I used a grout. So we just make it a bit slanted like that, so that if water landed here, let's say it's when the sweat water maybe happens to be here, and so it's a little bit going down, you want to make sure that it's actually coming back right down versus staying there and going into your wall, because eventually it's gonna rot or maybe get mold or stuff like that. So, and I'll definitely be probably doing a bit of caulking here. I probably don't even need to, but I may do probably a bit of caulking right here, so it can even slide a bit more. But yeah, as simple as making this slide down a little bit like that, that it's more curved, definitely helps so that water can come right back down. Okay. Yeah, basically it's like that. Right now I'm actually going to sand a little bit. I did put some as you guys can see here, because there was a division here. This is where it used to stop before, so I'm going to make sure this is sanded, although I probably would have tiled a little bit further going up here. I'm going to make sure that this is sanded for right now, and then I need to do finish up with the paint so that it's all equally done properly. I'll show you guys over the final product. Okay, cool. Alright guys, so for this one down here, the plumbing part of it, I know I didn't show you guys how I did this. I kept going back and forth, of course. Just so you know, this is flexible, and it's a thing, apparently they use it. Yeah, so it was easy to attach on here because this was so close. Of course, I end up getting a few angles here, as you can see. I got a 40. I got these are 45s, I believe. So what, this one and that one there, I end up gluing those together with a piece of course, you know, you have to put something between there. But yeah, I've just opened up the water. Everything seems to be just fine. There's no leakage, part of that. And yeah, just end up doing that. This cause of that, just clamps. I did end up putting some silicone in here, you know, just for extra, you know what I mean. I put some silicone inside here before I did the clamp on there. So far it's functioned pretty good, and yeah, there you have it. Works.